Are you among them? Who stayed? Now. Tell them to come home.
Obi Peter Obi.
Maybe like
You just come. You just come. Yes.
Okay, you go come down now, don't worry.
I want to take him coming down. Let him not. Come, you know they find me.
What about me? Party with a lot of things.
I will go inside.
Huh?
I won't go inside.
Where is it? Where is it?
The national, put your hands together for him. The national High Chief Clement Ojukwu, put your hands together for him. First one, behind every great party as this, without a woman is incomplete. A woman, we have our national legal advisor, Barrister Oyeleko. Put your hands together for him, please. All NEC members here from the 36 states, we want to welcome the most powerful leader, permit me to request of him to join us at the table. Put your hands together for him. The governorship candidate from Medina with you. Ladies and gentlemen, here is a very handsome man, very honest, communicative, receptive, he listens, he hears, he understands. Beginning from here today, Nigeria must be liberated from today henceforth. Our great party, Labour Party, were meant and carved, prepared by Almighty. As we continue to proceed on the day, all the aspirants majestically into Asarok come 2029. Supreme. We have no other option than to move the country forward. Our people have seen a lot, and needs or belief, we are all one. Labour Party, God bless you all. All the paparazzis of this event are expected to please go to his or her duty post. Please ensure that you maintain status quo. Please and please. The entrance of one of the presidential aspirants, Sir Peter Greg will be CON. Let's put our hands together for him. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to acknowledge the presence of Professor Power Totomi. Put your hands together for him. One of the presidential aspirants of our great party. Okay, prayers is going to be done in two ways, Christian and Muslim, because we are all one.
Shall we arise for the opening prayer? Let us be on our feet to honor the Lord.
Making history that Labour Party will present a candidate who will definitely take over Nigeria in the next few months. We don't have up to a year, then am I correct? So those of you who are here today making history, I think you must count yourself lucky to be part of those who are making this history, because it has been ordained that Labour Party will take over this country. So today that we have come here, all our prayer is that all we shall do here today will be to the glory of God. That God will help us. That this is the beginning of the change we are asking for, we are yearning for in Nigeria. So I want to thank all of you for making our time to be with us here in Delta State. So Labour Party, Delta State, welcomes all of you, and we say thank you, and thank you, and thank you.
Delegates to this presidential primaries of our great party, I want to add my voice to the voice of the Delta State Chairman to welcome all of you to this historic event. Today, we are all on the same page. Crisis of insecurity, crisis of hunger, crisis of unemployment, crisis of poverty, crisis of inflation, crisis of tribalism and nepotism. The list is endless. Labour Party have therefore decided to make this platform an alternative platform that will rescue the country. we have decided that we are going to ensure that Labour Party becomes the alternative political party to all others. And that is why today we shall ensure that there is a level playing field for all the aspirants of our great party. We will ensure that the best candidates emerge from this process. We have decided that we are going to depart from the way politics is played in Nigeria. We want to start a new dawn in the history of Nigeria. We want to ensure that all women and men of goodwill, all men and women of conscience are those that will get the tickets of our party. Labour Party believes that it is only when you have credible men and women in the saddle of leadership that we can get it right in the country. I have always maintained, and I will maintain again, that the crisis we experience in the country, from insecurity to the mismanagement of the economy, of which the list is endless, is leadership inflicted. We have all it takes in terms of human, in terms of natural resources, to drive the process of development for Nigeria and make Nigeria a great country. Today we have no power. Today is a paradox that a country that has crude oil export crude at a lesser rate and import petroleum goods at a higher rate. The mismanagement of the country, if we continue to enumerate, you will agree with me that we may not be able to live here today. But there is a collective call, a crowd call on all of us. It is incumbent on us to effect the necessary change in terms of human personnel that we need in the saddle of leadership in order for us to get our politics right. And that is why today I want to assure delegates, I want to assure Nigerians that we shall ensure that the candidates of our party that we are going to pick from this primaries and other primaries across the country will be men of dignity, men of credibility, men of youth, and men with innovative ideas that have what it takes to be able to provide the needed leadership that will not only change our orientation, but that will be able to harness our human and material resources and deploy them for the growth and development of our country. Ladies and gentlemen, delegates, I'm anxious, very, very anxious to quickly conclude this process so that we can have our presidential candidate from this process and then move to the next stage. Because Nigerians are anxious. Nigerians is already seeing Labour Party as an alternative political party to others. I'm also very anxious to see that we conclude this process and then we come out with a presidential candidate and move into the election year. I therefore want to vote in long speeches. The time will come for articulation of issues. Those of you who have followed Labour Party campaign over the years will agree with me that our campaigns will be issue-based. Today, therefore, I want to end this address. I want to end this address by welcoming all of you and appeal to all delegates that you should vote in accordance with your conscience. Because the problem begins from the selection process. If you compromise your conscience as we have seen others do, then of course we won't be getting it right. But we want to get it right from this point. And that is why I'm appealing to delegates that you must vote in line with your conscience. Thank you and God bless.
Julius Ebure, who is the former trade unionist, tested and trusted, and he has worked closely with Nigeria Labour Congress. He has also assisted in repositioning the party. Today, Labour Party has become the beautiful bride and the most darling political party all over Nigeria. Labour Party, as you can see, is attracting serious fellowship by credible and patriotic politicians and Nigerians cutting across ethnic and religious lines, including the recent one that just happened. We welcome even the former vice president, candidate of the former ruling party in Nigeria, who is also here with us, in the person of Peter Obi. A humble man, today we call you a comrade, because we believe you are also living a simple life. The Labour Party is a baby of Nigeria Labour Congress, which was formed as a result of the decision of statutory organs of Congress, whose decision was ratified by National Executive Council of NSC in its meeting in 2003 in Bauchi State. The party was first named Party for Social Democracy, PSD. It was later changed to Labour Party at the inaugural National Convention of the Party for Social Democratic in 2004. Consequently, on the decision of national leadership of Congress, still driving on the history lane, it is hard to remind this august audience of the great contributions of organized labor to the liberation of Nigeria from colonial forces. Nigeria pushes for independence had no force of attraction until June 1945 strike, which sent a clear message to the colonial masters that Nigeria indeed meant business. Labour Party has gone through its travail, but has today emerged as the lion that roars and also can bite. The appeal of Labour Party to millions of Nigeria is informed by the pro-people agenda and human-centered approach to development as evident by the Nigeria Workers' Charter of Demand, which demand for just, equitable, inclusive society that works for everyone. The youth, the market women, businessmen, professionals, Okada riders, keke operators, small and medium-scale enterprises, families, papa mamas, workers, pensioners, and all many Nigerians. Dear delegates, we are here in Asaba to make issue and elect presidential candidate of Labour Party. We want to urge all delegates to be mindful of the sacrifice and values imposed by Labour movement. We are not a cash and carry movement. We are not a chop and chop movement. We are national builders. We are progressive. We are patriots. We are believers of democracy who believe that a Nigeria that works for everyone is possible in our lifetime. This is the spirit of the movement. This is why Nigerians from all walks of life are daily tripping in to this very great Labour Party. We urge delegates to only vote for a presidential candidate of Labour Party whose antecedent shows sagacity, frugality, discipline, and business-like approach to managing public funds. We urge delegates to vote presidential candidates whose antecedents show passionate commitment to improving public education, public health, public infrastructure, security and job creation. We urge you to vote in the presidential candidate committed to workers' welfare, decent job, the one that will be willing to abide and respect collective agreement reached with workers. One who can get it done. And I want to urge you, it does not matter how you feel, it's about Nigeria. It's not about you and I, it's about even the unborn, who knows nothing about your action today. All of a sudden, they suffer the punishment that they will pay. I want you to please recount that you don't know, you may be a rich man, but the next generation of your family may be poor. They need government help. Almost all the parents here participated in government schools. But today, even average worker that earn 40,000 still want to push their children to private schools. Why? Public schools are fake. Labour Party can make it work. Labour Party can make it work. This junction, their delegates, I want to wish us happy deliberation and happy.
Have a better Nigeria. Today, am I looking young? But I'm not, I don't think I'm that a young man. Because why? I'm sure I'm above 50. And what does that mean? They've stolen better part of my active life. And what have I achieved for this country or for myself? I still live in my house without electricity, and I was forced to become an electrical engineer to start operating generator. I live in a house without water. I have no choice than to turn myself to water engineer, to dig borehole in my house, and start looking for purifier here and there.
Decided to withdraw. And the other person will address us by himself. We are going to give the aspirant 5 minutes to discuss on the issue.
Members of Labour Party, my rescue team member, and my fellow Nigerians. My name is Faduri Oluwadare Joseph. I'm the youngest Nigerian contestant for this presidency. I am a sociologist. I am a licensed nurse. I'm a music icon. I am an international award-winning Nollywood actor. I'm also a CEO, but most importantly, I'm a patriot of this country called Nigeria. A great Nigeria is what everybody wants to have. And that is the reason why we travel abroad. Not because we want anything, but we want a great country. A country where there will be lights. A country where there will be food. A country where there will be job. A country where we can go to school and not stay at home. A country where the youth can be useful, not useless. But what do we have? In the last 20 years, our country has been bedeviled by high level of corruption, insecurity. Our education system has been destroyed. And we have lost everything in our country has collapsed. This is a country where we have everything, but we lack everything. I don't know why. And this was the reason why I got involved to represent Nigerian youth and Nigerian people in this race. As a 45-year-old man, most of the leaders who have led us started even way beyond me. So we are coming and we are here where we are today. And as we finish this race today, whatever is the outcome, I hope that we will take it to Nigeria and fight to have a new Nigeria where people of this country can have a choice, not a country where we impose things on them. Thank you.
If you are a mother and you have been pregnant for 9 months, the last day sustainable production, which we need to create jobs and make life better for people and people. Our country has functioned in a way that we seem to have very little care for people. Look at how the students have been at home for so many months, and all that ASU has been asking for is less than a quarter of what one man has put in his pocket. Can you continue like that? No. Can you continue like that? No. Change that we want is about to begin. And you know what gets me really excited? It's because I have poured my whole life into this struggle. Next year, it will be 50 years since a group of students and myself at the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, led a movement to overthrow the student union so that we could have solidarity amongst all the Nigerian students. 50 years ago, next year. And it's not by accident that it's a symbol that that struggle is about to bear fruit. But you know, I'm one of those people who come from the private sector, the public sector, and the civil society sector. As a person from the private sector, I know that when you really have struggled and you want to get things going much further, you do something. Look at the banks. What are the major CEOs doing? They become group managing directors. As they become group managing directors, they appoint younger, stronger people to become the managing directors. Is that what they're doing? Citibank is doing it. Access Bank is doing it. Everybody is doing it. Today, I want to become a group managing director. And I want somebody who shares my ideas, my passions, and is younger than myself, and I've worked for many years to become managing director. This is why I'm saying to you that I will give charge to Peter Obi to lead the in the days when tens of thousands of dollars were being distributed to delegates, 31 of our compatriots died just trying to get a meal in Port Harcourt. This is a curse. Our country must not continue like that. And to redeem our country, we need all hands on deck. Everybody must register to vote. And everybody must vote for the APC, PDP, one party that has brought so much misery to our country. The time for liberation is now. Let us go and liberate our country. Viva!
We have a process here. Please, we have a process here. Labour Party. The National Committee is working, please. Labour Party.
I will step down for Peter Obi.
Olubusola Emmanuel. I started as a professional food technologist in 1982. And in 1990, I resigned from being a full-time professional food technologist.
That one that died because of food in rivers, and another that died because of mismanagement and misrule of Nigeria. And more, except to go on what the Labour Party chairman and the leadership have said. What we are going through in Nigeria today is cumulative effect of leadership failure over the years. And all I can tell you is that my name is Peter Obi. You can go and ask. I've passed through so many stages in Nigeria. I'm a trader. I've built small business to a big business. I've been in this corporate world where I've chaired banks and institutions, and I've chaired the Security and Defense Commission, and I've been a governor where I've governed the state for 8 years, brought it from the brink in education, in health, in everything, where I made 35 billion outstanding gratuities and pension, and by the time I was leaving office, I did not owe gratuity, I did not owe pension, I did not owe salary, I did not owe supplier, I did not owe anybody. And I left the 3 banks in Nigeria. The banks are still standing there. I left the National Bank of Nigeria $50 million, 12 billion naira for the state. The bank is there, you can go and verify. Please, this thing is being done, so allow me to finish. Because my time is going. I left in Diamond Bank of Nigeria $50 million, 12 billion naira. And I left in Fidelity Bank $56 billion, 12 billion naira. The banks are there. There are banks in Nigeria, you can go and verify. And since I left office, Anambra State has not bought me pure water. And you can go and see what happened there. I have no land for anything given to me by Anambra State. But let me tell you, I have just a simple mission. Nigeria is an unproductive country. I just want to remove it from consumption, from sharing, to production and creating. Simple thing. And to do that is very simple. If you listen to everybody talk about 100 million people living in poverty, why would you have a security problem? You will have. I agree with what everybody has said, but the way to make number one way to fight insecurity is to put people out of poverty. All South America is being used in Asia. So it's not everyone. You need to educate the people. You can't have almost 20 million people out of school and you have to solve the problem. We will invest in education. When this chairman was talking about being a power engineer. The reason why we don't have power in Nigeria is because our leaders have chosen not to do so. The first time this country borrowed money, ever, September 1964, was when the Kwame Banawa wrote to them World Bank for a loan of $82 billion to bring the country down. And he said in there, I'm applying to build this facility, 760 megawatts of electricity, in order for economic growth of my country. Since 58 years ago, Nigeria could build 1,000 megawatts. Today, 58 years after, we are still struggling with 2, 3, 4,000. And within, as I did today Nigeria is only $120 billion. The money we borrowed in 1964, the value today is $1 billion. Imagine if I used a third of the money we are going to today's power, would have been generating 40,000 megawatts of electricity. We are not, because we consume the money. And that's why we find it difficult to service the debt. If you have 40,000 megawatts of electricity, you will be able to set up factories in all the malls and local government that my sister was talking about. If you want to do it today, you can't because there's no power, there's no support. So you need power, and it's easy. Then nobody tell you it's difficult. We are 200 million people, and we are generating 4,000. South Africa is just 60 million, they are generating 54,000. Egypt is 100 million, the third biggest economy in Africa. The 100 million, they are generating 55,000. What will shock you that Egypt don't put their own between 2015 and 2020, they moved from 26 to 54,000. It's not rocket science. It can be done. What we need in Nigeria is that we need a leader with vision, capacity, competence that can deliver, go and act about what I did in Anambra State. If this can be done, and I assure you that this country called Nigeria will start seeing a sense of hope if we all work hard to bring in a new government, a government that will allow people's talent and work to match up the opportunity, a government that will stop wastage, a government that can look at the future of our children and know that we cannot continue this cancerism and stealing of government assets. My dear people, for the sake of our children, let's stop this. Otherwise, it will take its range on them. Thank you and God bless you.
We
60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 8, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. We are done counting. I salute your courage and patience. There's nothing good that comes easy or come to the end of this Labour Party presidential primary. The number of delegates 104. Number of vote cast 98. Number of invalid votes 1. Number of valid votes 97. Number of votes by aspirant 1. Peter Obi 96. Samson Edna Neil, Mrs. Olu Oha Emmanuel Neil, Patrick Oludare Joseph Neil, Professor Pat Otoni 1. Having satisfied all the requirements and with the highest vote, I, Abdullahi Usman Aliu, Chairman of the Electoral Committee, hereby declare Peter Obi as the flag bearer of Labour Party.
A man who knows how the masses feel, a man who always sees light at every end of the tunnel. The Lord Almighty has preserved him for Labour Party. Fellow Nigerians, very soon Nigeria will begin to rejoice. Nigeria will begin to rejoice. Shall we appreciate our president in the making? In less than 1 year today, His Excellency Sir Peter Obi shall march into the Asahok and begin to turn around things, chase away all the hoodlums, put to stop the insecurity menace. And our economy will bounce back to compete with the likes of America, United Kingdom, United Arab Emirates, so on and so forth. If you believe me, can I hear you? Can I hear you clapping? Clapping, 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 clapping!
I have the honor and privilege this afternoon on behalf of the national leadership of the party present the flag of the party to the winner of today's presidential primaries, Comrade Peter Obi. The microphone to the presidential candidate of Labour Party for the 2023 general election to give us his acceptance speech.
My co-aspirants who have supported the journey of rebuilding our nation by voluntarily drawing and supporting me. Let me thank the leadership of the party for this peaceful primary. Thank all the party members who have been here since morning. To be here since yesterday for this purpose. I remain very grateful to you. And I have to especially thank the observers and the referee, INEC, for being here and supporting this process to this conclusion. We remain, as the party, very grateful. I personally remain very grateful. As a party of the masses, the workers, the downtrodden, the farmers, don't care. Those living in poverty. The journey of rebuilding a dysfunctional country has just commenced. We have a great war. When I mean great war, sacrifice to ensure that we all go to all the nooks and crannies of this country to bring out the votes that will help us to start rebuilding this nation. It is important to all of us that we turn around this state. Nigeria must be secure. There must be security of life and property. Oh, yes. Nigerians must have hope in their country. Our children must be in school. We said we want TUC said it, NLC said it. It is time to stop strike. It is time for our children to stop being at home when they're supposed to be in school. It is time for all of us to be proud to say that we are Nigerians. Today is not a day for campaign, but a day for appreciating all of you that have brought this exercise to a conclusion. But I assure you that I will be with you, work with you, and ensure that in the end we will achieve success and start rebuilding our country.